Hey guys, today I have a special guest for you again. This is Josh from The Josh Speaks, and I just met him, but we're gonna film a video together and it's gonna be awesome!
That's how we do.
Today we have a really important topic for you guys. What do you need to be happy? I got a lot of questions from you guys on Twitter and also in the comments, but you asked me, what do you do to always be so happy? Being happy starts with being happy with who you are, not just as a person, like being in peace with your soul, but also being happy with how you look. And I know that is a big problem with a lot of people. Maybe you can relate to this, because I know a lot of you guys are probably really insecure about how you act with others or how you look. Okay, I'm going way back. You're gonna learn so much about me today. I went to a phase with anorexia and bulimia, and I basically got anorexia and bulimia because I was so obsessed with how I looked. In today's societies, we see all these like top models on billboard that, by the way, are photoshopped and no one will ever look like this in reality. We always want to look a certain way, and we're always worried that we're not perfect. No one's perfect. But I was this girl that would get up in the morning, I would look in the mirror, and I was totally unhappy with who I was. And it went so far that I starved myself. I would just run on the treadmill for hours just because I thought it would make me happier and prettier, which it didn't do, by the way. I would just sink deeper and deeper into depression. It was really sad. But you know how I got out of that? Just by talking. One morning I woke up in the hospital with internal bleedings because, yeah, I was at a really bad stage. And I just realized, okay, this is not making me happy. Something needs to change. I have to learn to accept who I am. And I started opening up to people. I started talking, and I realized, well, these people actually care about me. They love me for who I am, and maybe I should do the same thing. I should just accept who I am and be happy. So that's basically how I learned to love myself, because I went through this whole phase of anorexia and I had to learn to love myself. I wonder, was there any experience that you had, something that taught you, this is who I am and I'm proud of it and I don't care if others laugh at me, but it's just,
absolutely.
It's me.
I mean, growing up, I was always the shy, timid kid. And I was just kind of afraid of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing because I thought, oh, people aren't gonna like me and stuff. And I would get so upset because I would see other people succeed in what they did. It's so easy for these kids to go talk to each other and to raise their hand and to participate, and everyone seems so comfortable with themselves, and yet here I was like, oh, I'm afraid people are going to judge me for who I am. You know, for a while, I admit it, I love Hilary Duff. I love her music. I watched Lizzie McGuire. I'm a huge fan of love Lizzie McGuire. Huge fan of it all throughout high school. Now imagine this, you have a high school boy who loves Hilary Duff. That's not something that's cool or normal, whatever it is. And, you know, people would make fun of me for it. That's kind of what happened. But as I began to think about it, it's like I started to learn that, you know, I liked it, that's what it was, and there was no purpose in me hiding who I was and hiding what I liked. Yeah, and I think everyone has had some kind of experience where, you know, they've questioned themselves. Why am I doing what I'm doing? You know, like, is this right for me? Is this good for me? Is this what I really want? And sometimes you're fed answers from people. People telling you, yes, you have to, because if you don't, you know, then this will happen. And we're kind of fed all these solutions that aren't our solution.
Right.
So I think
you just have to listen to our hearts and just do what makes us happy. We don't have to follow some trend just because someone else is doing it. You don't have to do a certain thing because others are doing it. If you don't feel it's your thing, if it doesn't make you happy, why do it? You should just embrace who you are, because everyone is unique in their own ways. You know, there's no perfect size, no perfect color, nothing like that.
I think what happens a lot is we compare ourselves to those around us and the people we see, what we see on TV, and that kind of helps shape us. You know, a lot of these things start when we're young, when we're very impressionable, when we're kind of learning about the world. And, you know, if you don't have the right kind of influence, you know, then you have the wrong kind of influence. And that can kind of lead you astray and make you question whether you're doing things right and wrong. And look, we're all different. We're all different people. We all experience different things. We're all unique people. And we all have different circumstances we encounter in life that kind of mold us and shape us. Yet we become so focused on like the set path that's kind of put out there when no one fits the set path. No one fits this ideal that we think exists.
You are beautiful the way you are. Your uniqueness makes you beautiful.
You know, there really is only one of you that exists out there. Yeah, every single person carries their own special qualities and quirks. You know, me, I'm a nerd. I think I'm the science nerd guy. I read a lot of comics. I do all those things. But you know, I think if we can step away from allowing ourselves to be defined by these things, then we can see that we're very multifaceted. You know, it's like there is no one dimension. A lot of times we define things by one dimension. There's one sense of pretty, one sense of smart, one sense of popular. And we fall into the trap of, well, if I'm not fitting those, you know, I'm not fitting that criteria, then obviously I'm not that. It's not true.
Not true at all.
I think a lot of it comes down to understanding your specific value. You know, everyone has value to their lives. Everyone has a meaning and a purpose. And it's a matter of discovering yours, you know, discovering what you're good at and what you can, like your best qualities and putting it out there, you know, your best self. I talk a lot about that, where it's this, you know, people always want to, you know, be themselves, but I think it's beyond just being yourself. A lot of it comes down to taking your best and putting it forward, and that's your best self. And, you know, if you can learn to unlock that and discover really what it is that drives you to be your best self, then that's the path towards happiness. The
main message of this video is just embrace yourself. Be happy with who you are. If there's something that makes you happy, if you love Naruto or love doing science projects or love the Vampire Diaries, it doesn't matter. It makes you unique, and if it makes you happy, that's what you should do.
Yeah, always follow your heart. I think that's so important. A lot of times we're afraid to express ourselves and just kind of be who we want to be because we think people are going to just tear us down for it. But sometimes you need to just step up and say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I like to do, that's me. Yeah. You know, and if people can't accept you for who you are, then you don't need those kind of people in your life.
So you need to be happy with your soul, your character, and you need to be happy with your body. You need to embrace yourself. You need to accept who you are, and only then you can be happy. There will be days when you're not happy and you'll just feel depressed, and you may be on your period or you may not be on your period. But we also made a second video where we talk about the things you can do to be happy, and you totally should watch that, and it's on Josh's amazing channel, which you should check out. So click on his face right now and it will lead you to the next video. How to be happy! Yes, Josh has his own channel, and actually, you want to tell us a little bit what you're doing on your channel? Sure.
I make videos every single week on a range of different topics. That includes self-help, dating, philosophy, and cultural topics. Anything that kind of challenges your mind to just think creatively and just kind of be your best self.
In short, he's awesome, and you should subscribe right now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps. And subscribe to Josh because he's awesome. Go watch part 2 of this video by clicking on his face, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys.
See ya.
You, Cinderella, try to lick your elbow. Alright, let's do it. I'm just gonna stretch first. You hear that?